Hello guys, this is Andrea TV Kenya and we welcome you to our session each and every day. And this is the home of entertainment and a home that brings you exclusive interviews on matters pertaining education, business and any other thing. Feel free and welcome and make sure you subscribe to our channel. And today I'm glad to host our guest. He's more of a teacher. I call him my teacher, my mentor and a good friend indeed. So brother, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
And I'm glad hosting you.
Asante sana.
Asante kwa kukubali wito kuja kuongea na wananchi.
Karibu.
So tukianza, who are you?
Chammion, Mr. Chammion Inyangala, the CEO of Yamis Datricom Enterprises. Initially it was known as M Communication, but we changed it to Datricom Yamis Enterprises.
So why did you change the name?
We changed it because it was a diverse business. It was not majoring into one business, but it was a collective business thing that is happening there. So that's why, because M Communication was sounding like just dealing with electronics only, but then we come up with an idea of opening other ideas, opening other money generating activities. That's why we brought it into a wide or a broad title. That's why we chose Datricom.
Okay. And so ulikuwa unaendelea, unasema Chammion CEO then?
Yes, CEO of Yamis Datricom Enterprises located in Rongo. Yes.
So what do you basically deal in currently?
Okay, currently Datricom is doing a lot of business. It has a lot of businesses going in around, many business under one roof. For example, we have the catering staffs. We are dealing with the cake baking, decoration, where ukiwa na birthday yako, wedding cakes, snacks ziko pale. Another thing we are dealing with, we have phone repair. Yeah, we do repair our phones, laptops, computers, photocopy machine, I mean. Then we are also the Kilimon agents, without forgetting. And very soon Jumia is coming. It's on the way coming. We are the agents there. We have these money activities. We have the M-Pesa, we have the KCB, we have the Coop banks. Yeah, we also do them. We also have, it's a big thing in broad. Yeah, when we want to, it's a book that we can write concerning Datricom, because we also have perfume refills. They are going there on there. We also have car spares. We are dealing with spare parts. We are selling genuine spare parts. If you nataka taa ya gari ex Japan ziko, unataka grid ya Probox ziko, utapata. Then we also have branches. Yeah, kuna branch, we have a branch in Nakuru. Yeah, Lanka Estate. It's dealing with also the same perfumes. We have a kinyozi there. We have a laundry, dry cleaners. It's also there. We also sell the old school what shoes, rubbers. We have them there. Then we also have the spare parts.
Za magari pia huko.
Yeah, iko hapo pia. Yeah.
That's nice. And so that is what that's the current situation.
Yeah, that is the current
situation. And then now we want to know how has the going been? Where were you born and where were you raised?
Generally, the going has not been an easy way. It has not been a walk in the park. Yeah, it has had some challenges. When I started with where I was born, I was born in Lamu. I was born in Coast Province, Coast General Hospital, some 30 years ago. Yeah. The parents are both deceased. We are in a family of 2. I have a sister, my younger sister, who graduated juzi from Amboseli Institute of Technology. She's currently in Mombasa. Me, I'm a Luo, but most part of my life I was raised in Western. When my mother came to die, that is almost how many years? Some 22 years from now. Yeah, about 1998 from there. Due to some issues in the family, because you are alone, you have a dad, you're still kids, you are the firstborn son. there were a lot of challenges. So me, I was opted to go to my uncle's place, which is in Western.
So you are never a lawyer. Actually, I've known you as a lawyer.
No, actually, I have those names of a lawyer. Yeah, I bear those names. No. Because first of all, due to some issues, unavoidable circumstances that we cannot maybe one time we'll know them, but I decided to take a lawyer. Yeah, because of those issues. But I'm basically a Luo
A lawyer from which?
from Central Kamagambo,
Oh,
area known as Kanying'ombe.
okay.
So I started from, my education started from Likoni Primary, Mombasa. I came to Nairobi. It was called Roysambo Primary. I went to Compassionate Githurai 45. Then from there I went to Western. Western, I studied in a school called Vitasa Primary, where I did my class 8, 205. Actually, we were the last class to sit for GHC. GHC. So GHC was introduced in 206. So we were the last class to start G4S, not G4S, GHC. Then we are also the first class in that school to register with birth certificate. Yeah, to register with birth certificate.
As at KCP.
KCP level, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, by then, almost 13 years ago. Then, more than 13 years ago. Then I went to high school. I did my KCP in 205, but due to some financial constraints, I could not join immediately in 206. And thinking of going back to repeat, the school headmasters refused. They were like, mbona unaleta huyu mtoto kurepeat, unaforce mtoto kurepeat na amepita mtihani, tafutia yeye hata kama ni day school umweke huko. No. So they were not ready to take me back. And then I was in that desperate situation of education because hata nilikuwa nimekubali kurudi back to class 7. Kurudi back to class 7, but wakasema no.
So it's the school that refused, but not you.
Yeah. Then the nearby school was far away from my place. So I had, even that sitting for that class 8 exam was not that easy because first of all, getting the money for registration. I remember I registered when the forms were being taken to the DEO's office the last day. I followed them with a bicycle for me to fill my form. So it was not easy, but I managed.
How much was the registration by then?
It was only by then was 300 shillings.
But by then 300 was a...
I remember it was not easy, you know. Then I managed to go to join in 207, to join to a secondary school, mixed secondary school. It was called Namasol. Namasol Secondary School is in Kakamega County, Huisero Sub-County. Those parts of Mr. Tool comes from those parts. So still secondary education was not that easy, but we managed. I could manage to walk from a distance of 5 kilometers to and from every day. Yeah, till those 4 years zikaisha. We thank God for that.
Kumbe si mimi peke yangu nilitembea.
Si wewe peke yako. Hii maisha imetoka mbali. Hii maisha sio, but we thank God we managed.
Okay.
Yeah, we managed. Even that, if you can imagine getting 300 shillings for registering for KCP was that hectic. What about 4,000 in the year 2010? It was not that easy to. I remember I registered when they were coming, when they were bringing back the forms to confirm if your credentials are correct according to how you entered them when you are registering.
So
that was
your
around July.
Your KCSE registration by then was 4,000. Currently it is free, isn't it?
Sai ni free. Yeah.
Okay.
Sai ni free. Yeah. Currently sai watoto wa sai wanasikia ni free because I remember registering in July when they were bringing the forms for others to confirm if the credentials are correct, so that they submit them, the credentials that will appear in your certificate.
Yeah.
Me, I never confirmed my credentials. That was the time that I was registering with a penalty fee of 1,000.
So you ended up paying 5,000.
5,000. But still, we thank God we managed it. I did my KCSE I mean, and kajituma nje sasa kama mwanaume.
Wow. So after KCSE, no more further education?
After KCSE, I've done some short courses. Yeah, some short courses I've done KTTC. That is what? How do you call it?
Is it the Kenya Technical Teachers?
Technical Training College, KTTC. Headquarters iko Gigiri, Nairobi. Yeah, but it was a branch was brought here in Migori. I attended the course and graduated. I have a certificate about it. So me, I can train big people. I'm a trainer of big people. Yeah.
What do you train?
Specifically technical areas. It's called pedagogy. Pedagogy is that training of big people and small people. When you combine them together, will you accommodate them, all of them? No. Yeah, just life skills, challenges za biashara, za maisha, nini na nini. Yeah. In case they are also, they have given also trainees, how would they handle them? No. So you give them, because you cannot, unajua pedagogy, you are training both learned and unlearned. Yeah. Kuna wale wamefika class 4. Kuna ule mwenye amefika form 4. You need to accommodate them in one room. So that yule wa class wa form 4 obvious understanding yake iko juu. But they need to move the same level na huyu drop out. So that's all about pedagogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you studied after form 4?
After form 4, that's what I started. Then I also went for some computer courses. Yeah. I did some computer courses in a place called Summit College in Butere. I also went for them. It's all about general computer engineering, installation, packages, all those things. Yeah, hardware maintenance, software maintenance, all those things. I did them, and I thank God they are putting a food on my table currently. By then, I was thinking that I was a joker by then, but thank God they are making us survive.
Okay. That's a good history. It has not been easy as actually people have histories, and unless they tell you, will not know. Yeah. So we thank God currently you are here, sitting on this table, and somebody who is worth being called a CEO.
A CEO, yeah. We thank God.
And
because,
so,
first of all, when you go back after finishing form 4, hiyo umemaliza shule, you don't have a parent, you don't have any connection, it's just you and your God. Then there's this person, I was staying in somewhere, this friend of mine, Alfred, I'll not forget this guy. He's my classmate. Currently he's a doctor at Avenue Hospital in Kisumu. Up to now, he's still my friend. Yeah, I thank God for him. There's this situation whereby I was sitting at home one day, nimemaliza form 4 uko idle, hujui unaanza wapi sasa. Nyumbani kwenye ulitoka some how many years ago, 10 years ago. Unashindwa kuitrace iko wapi. Hata kaburi ya wazazi wako unashindwa kuitrace, where are they? Unasikia tu ni Ujaluoni, a place called Rongo. There's no connection where to go. So one day I was sitting like that. I'm talking about how I came to kuingia kwa college ya computer.
Okay.
So there's this guy, a family friend huko. This guy headed a small college, computer college. Anaitwa Zak Moreshe. So alikuwa ana travel kwake nyumbani. Akona boma kando na ile college. Akona boma, but alikuwa na travel anaenda Nairobi. So it was like, nitaachia nani nyumba? Nilindia nyumba because he was traveling with his family. By then he was working at Panari Hotel. So sijui Mungu alinilocate aje, my aunt mwingine akasikia like kuna mtu mwenye anatafutwa kwenda kulinda nyumba ya Zaka. Kwenda tu kulinda kwa mwezi mmoja, hiyo time yenye atakuwa ako Nairobi. So me, I was just located there. And it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks ndo nimemaliza form 4, nikajoin kazi ya mjengo. Kazi ya mjengo, it was not good with me. Nikajilima na nyundo kwa hii kidole ya alama hii. Nikaachana nayo kabisa. Niligonga nikaachana. Sasa nimekaa kitu inafikia niendelee na mjengo, na sasa hiyo nimeumia, nimewekewa stitches ama nifanye nini. Ndio hii chance ikatokezea. Ndio auntie akaja akaniambia, Zaka anatafuta mtu wa kumkalia kwa nyumba. Do you know Zaka? Nikamwambia hata Zaka simjui. Ati ni rafiki yetu kutoka kitambo kwa hii familia. Sawa, haina shida. Kuna malipo? Ati hapana, chakula tu iko, but wewe ni kwenda tu kulala, mchana unarudi. Sawa. Nikakubali. Kamwani mchana kuna mfanyikazi anakuja. hii asubuhi mimi nafunga mlango naenda, mfanyakazi yako na ufunguo yake. So ule mfanyakazi chenye alikuwa anahakikisha ni jioni amepika chakula yenye nitakula nikija kulala.
Yeye anakupikia?
Alikuwa ananipikia. So by good luck or bad luck, my aunt came. Sijui waliongeaje na Zaka. Akaniambia Zaka amekubali uende pale kwa college yake ujifunze computer, hata kufinya tu mouse na nini. No. So I was like, nitaanzia wapi? And thank God, my first letter that I wrote to my then girlfriend, I typed it na computer. It was a letter. In fact, it was a booting letter. Yeah. This by then na nilikuwa na kierere, nilianza kujua girlfriend mapema. But I thank God nilijimaintain mpaka umbali weje nimfikia. I have one family, one kid and one wife. Hiyo kierere haikupita hiyo extend. So hapo ndo nilijifunzia.
So the first thing you ever typed was a booting letter? A
booting letter, in fact bolded red. Bolded red. Mimi nimechoka na wewe. Unanionyesha madharau nini bla bla bla. Unajua ile ujinga ya umetoka high school ndo bado uko na ile. So nikaingia pale. In fact Zach was ready to train me without any charges. Akanifundisha kila kitu. That's why mimi nasema saa zingine hiyo ilianza kitambo, because by the time he came alinipata nimeshika vitu, bado sijaingia kwa ile hardware and software and what now, bado niko kwa packages tu. Podo penye natembelea. I'm training and I'm also doing it as a job. No, on job training. Sasa unapata uko peke yako, customer anakuja anataka kuprintiwa passport, na hizo siku hazikuwa smartphone kama sahi ama smart cameras zenye ziko sahi. Ile kamera ile ya kitambo
negative,
na unatumia mashini nyingine yenye uwezo ka print passport mbili. Ilikuwa inaitwa ile mashini what TIG something like that. Lazima uweke 8 zipange na kuzipanga iko mchezo. Ikikataa unashtukia umefuta kila kitu kwa memory card. So but I managed, nikajifunza, kaenda the technical part of it, qualified, got my certificate. So that's where the journey of hustling started. That's where the journey of hustling started. I remember calling my friend Alfred. Nikamwambia sasa wewe tumemaliza shule, umekaa hapo nyumbani. Pia mimi nikamconnect. Nikamwambia kuja hapa tuongee na Zaka hapa. Tusaidia ni maisha. Because we are the two of us. Kamuita nikamtoa nyumbani.
That was in Kakamega.
In Kakamega, Butere. Place kwa kina Oparanya. Hapo tu karibu na kwa kina Oparanya hapo. Na place called Mabole. Sasa nasikia kuna shule imejengwa hapo inaitwa Center of Excellence. Patron wao ni huyo Oparanya. So that's how we started. Alfred akakuja pia mimi tukatrainiana naye hapo kidogo, tukachili idea. Akabatika akapata kazi kwingine kwa cyber tena. Kaenda hivyo mpaka akajiunga na shule ya udaktari, akapata kazi. Mimi nikayasukuma ikafika mahali sasa, how did I land in Rongo? I had to look for my roots. Macha unaishi ujombani na wewe ni kijana, au utatoka hapo uende uelewe kwingine. Lazima uanze kutengeneza foundation. Unamaliza kusoma umesomeshwa. I thank my aunt Roslyn, my aunt Celestine, my uncle Ken, my grandmother. They took care of me. My late grandpa, they took care of me. But sasa ikafika wakati wewe ni mwanaume. Hautakwama tu pale. No. You need to open your eyes and look ahead. Where will you be standing in the next 20 years? In the next 10 years? Utakuwa umesimama wapi? So I had to. It was the hard but the only way. So I came back in Rongo in 2013 when we are heading to the poles of the code and what. Those days. 2012, the late 2012, 2013. That's when I came. But I came, found my grandma is there. After seeing my sister when she was 3 years, I saw her the next time when she was in Form 1.
Wow. So your sister remained in Rongo?
My sister remained in Rongo with our grandma. After dad kukufa. In fact, me, I never attended my dad's funeral because alikufa, nilikuja nikagundua 2 years ago.
Wow.
2 years after yeye amekufa, unaona. So my sister akaangukia mikononi mwa Shosh, akabahatika akapata scholarship Kenya Relief in Migori. Shosh ndiye alimconnectia, unaona, akasomeshwa akapewa scholarship mpaka hapo penye amefikia, though wale walikuwa wanalipa tu school fees, but sasa upkeep nini kabidi nimechip in because sasa I'm like a parent there. So that's when we came to meet with my sister. Sasa hii nimekaa, it was half time by the way. Nimekaa, sister yangu ndio huyo amekaa, on Monday inafaa anaenda shule na ako proud, anaona brother yake mkubwa, obvious ako na expectations. Nikienda shuleni at least bro atanifanyia ABC. So I decided to look for a work. The first work that I landed on in Migori was ya kuuza kadi.
Sauti kidogo.
Airtel lines nini, because kukuwa na kazi, then it's a new environment, it's your native home, native language, but you don't know that language. Si mnajua Ujaluoni? Yeah, you must speak that at least ueleweke, because so I landed to just that job. I did it for 1 week. Nimetembea kule kwa Masai Oyani, nimetembea Migori, nimetembea Wendo.
Mlikuwa mnauza line na magari?
Mkitembea. But it was not hectic, it was not easy. Before uzie mtu line ya 50 bob, I did it was 50 bob. But sasa hiyo anapewa bure, atununui credit ya 20. Unauza ya 50 lakini kwa duka inauzwa 30. Na commission yako ni 20 bob.
Kwa hiyo 50.
Kwa hiyo 50. Pia kampuni 30 bob. Na sasa hiyo labda hatukuwa na gari by then. The branch haikuwa na gari. Kwa unatumia public. Umekopa fare ya kukuleta field. So kwanza before uanze kuenjoy commission, uraise fare ya kurudisha yenye ulikopa. Ndio uanze ku. So unapata per day umesave 40 bob. Na umetembea no lunch. Kumbuka nilikaa chini mahali fulani, tractor ya miwa ilikuwa imeanguka. Nikakula miwa. Baadaye tena nikatokezea nikavaa badge tena ndo. But it was by the way. So nilifanya for 1 week. 1 week, 2 weeks. Bahati nzuri nikapata kazi nyingine hapo Rongo inaitwa Jorocom Computers. Nikafanya interview nikapita. Kaniita job. By then I was earning 3,000. 3,000 was a lot because then I could manage to cater for my sister's expenses. I could manage to cater for my home's expenses. Mpaka wakati ikafika wakati ndio nikaja nikajua M-communication by then. M-communication, by then it was headed by somebody called Simon Kamau. Rest in peace wherever he is. He's the late. Brother yake alikuwa anaitwa David Mwangi. So nilikuwa siku zenye niko weekend. It was the best cyber in Rongo time by then.
Yeah, I know in communication.
Yeah.
Actually hapo ndo nilikuwa nikitumwa. I used to come there play PS hadi saa moja.
The best, yes, we also placed. It was the best. Utaje cyber. It was the best. So ilikuwa wakati penye niko Jorocom, links ziko kidogo za network, maybe KRA haifanyi vizuri. Nimetoka naenda kuifanyia M-communication. So tukaanza kushikana na kama hivyo. Tukaja tukazoeana kabisa. Mpaka saa zingine nikiwa off, I was off on Sundays. Saturday. Naenda nashinda hapo the whole day. Nilikuwa na YouTube. Sasa ilikuwa inavutia watu, especially vijana. Una stream to YouTube direct. Hakuna restriction. Unaona? So bundles zimewekwa, wewe ni headphone unachukua, unaweka kwa nini? Na stream to YouTube, no restriction, bob per minute. Minimum 10 bob. Simple. So hapo ndo tulikuja tukajiunga na kama na tukafundishana 1 2 3 vitu mingi sana Epson. I remember I was the only person who could repair Epson machine in Rongo.
The printer.
PX660 series in Rongo. I was the only person because I was the person who was having that software from Summit where I studied. Nilifundishwa hizo vitu and I bought that software ya repair hiyo nini ink pads zimelapse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unaelewa hiyo
Ink pads.
ink pads zikiisha nini kurenew. People were going to Kisii. I remember in Western penye toka people were going to Migori not to Migori to Nairobi. Inaekwa kwa gari inapelekwa
inarudishwa
ndio irudishwe kama zime and you were charged, it was charged 2000.
It's very simple.
Na ilikuwa ni kitu rahisi ya kufinya tu kuweka CD nini. I have those CDs by the way.
5 minutes.
Yeah, na imeisha, the ink pads are reset, unarudishiwa machine. Kutoboa ile shimo ya kutoa wino waste. Hakuna mwenye alikuwa anafanya wrong, but I thank God watu wengi sasa due to technology, watu wengi sasa wame embrace technology. So hizo ndio vitu zenye tulikuwa tunasaidiana nao kule MCOM. Kafika mahali nikaona now the relationship is coming stronger. Na ile 3000 saa zingine pia haitoshi, ni kidogo. I had to resign. Wanasema usiache kazi before ufuate nyingine. But mimi niliacha before nikuwe assured of nyingine. So mimi nimekaa pale nyumbani, nimeacha, nika-resign tu, nikasema aheri nirudi nilime. Kumbuka nilikuwa nimelima mboga nilikuwa nimelima. So wakati nimekaa pale nikafikiria like sasa nimeacha kazi, nimekaa hapa forward, hata ile 3000 hata kama ilikuwa kidogo, acha nifikirie. I went and spoke to Kamau. Saidia hata kajob hapa. Kumbe utaka kutoka kule? Kaambia kule nishatoka already. Lakini naona nikaambia kukaa nyumbani pia haileti. Haileti. So that's when I decided. Nikachukua kama wakaniambia wewe utakuja organize. You went talk with the brother. The brother was the director by then. Akanikubalia. Kufanya interview yangu, kapita. Kaingia.
That was initial
2014.
2014.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah, 2014. And I went there and established the first computer academy in that institution. Yeah. Recruit watu tukachapa packages, installations, so vitu zote tukaziweka hapo. So kulikuwa na wanafunzi walikuwa wanakuja, especially saa kama hii tunaelekea December form maliza shule, uko na M communication, wifi iko, kila kitu, pigwa picha, hizo zote zilikuwa. Then sasa from there my journey, taking that twist in life, by the way, taking that move was not also easy. I was criticized with many people
for leaving the other job.
The other side, umeachana na Jaluo umeenda kushikana na Ukuyu.
Yeah, by then there was that
then tribalism was so high,
especially
you can remember that political temper that was brought out when the Code Brigade walienda kwa court kukataa when Uhuru was being elected with Ruto the first time. By then tribalism was so high. Maachana na huyu. In fact, those people penye nilitoka pia they were like utarudi tu.
Bado wanangoja urudi.
Bado wanangoja ndio. So I was like nitaweza kweli? Hizi vitisho zote zenye nafuata. Maachana na huyu, mshikana na huyu, why? But nikasema Mungu atafanya kazi yake. Kama that is my fate, let it be. Then tukasukuma sasa. Moving from Jorocom to MCOM was now the turn of events for my life that I have never ever regretted. It was a risky way, but the hard but the only way. I don't regret it, because actually it was the opening door for everything. Because first of all, when I went there, I met a mentor and a brother, and an advisor. This person known called David Mwangi. The Mwangi that you know. He took me like his own brother, like his own kid. I don't know how to call it. He could tell you, hapa penye unaenda sio pazuri. Take this direction. Do this. So how did it happen? How did I win his trust?
Welcome back, and just to remind you, our guest today is Mr. Chammion Inyangala, and his journey is amazing. And so stay tuned and let's get to hear the remaining part of the story. So maybe we ended at the turning point.
I find myself in OM communication. So that is it was not a wrong turn to me. It was the correct turn that I've ever made in my life, and I've never regretted about it. So how did I came up to from those ranks of a junior servant into the senior servant? I remember in the year 2016. Yeah, because as I mentioned earlier, in 2014, my closest friend, who was Simon Kamau, passed on. Rest in peace, Simon. So ikabaki ni mimi ndo nimebaki, na kulikuwa na msichana alikuwa anaitwa Vivian na Jamie. So tukawa watatu na tukabaki na director Mr. Mwangi. Na sasa from there kuna wakati nini ilifanyika. This guy traveled to Nairobi, Mr. Mwangi. Akatuacha Vivian. By then Vivian alikuwa shule, alikuwa anasoma Kisumu Polytechnic. So alikuwa anaenda holiday anakuja, space yake ilikuwa. So by then most tulikuwa watu wawili, mimi na Jamie. So ikafika wakati Jamie nakaenda shughuli zingine. Shughuli zake ni footballer. Sasa zingine kubalance kazi za nyingi zilikuwa ngumu. So Mwangi akatravel akaenda Nairobi, shughuli za kikazi. Kabaki mimi ndo nimebaki peke yangu. Umeachiwa training ya watoto. Umeachiwa cyber na ilikuwa busy. Ilikuwa na stream. PS iko hapo. Yeah. Umeachiwa M-Pesa. Huku manage haikuwa rahisi. Umeachiwa pesa pia kufanya nayo kazi. So ikawa like ni ngumu kumultitask. But we manage. I remember sacrificing even my weekends. Yeah, my weekends for the sake of the job. So Mwangi akaenda akakaa almost 3 weeks. Akakuja. Nilipata niko hapo peke yangu kazini. Nikumeenda nikamwambia Jamii naenda shughuli. Ofuchi aliongea na Mwangi by the way. Na kazi kaangalia record. Unajua obvious ukiwa mwenye kazi lazima uingie uangalie na nini kumeenda aje hapa. Pesa ziko intact, kazi record ziko inaingiana na pesa. Kwa sukuma tu. No. Hakuna siku nilikuwa absent at it's a Sunday, so I'm not coming. No. So I took the job as mine. No. Hakuna siku nilisuspend watoto due to an avoided condition. Hakuna class. No. So hapo ndo akashangaa, what kind of a person is this? No. Because alikuwa na expect maybe apate mess. Maybe. No. Na sijui kama ilikuwa ni kichungi, ananichunga kidogo, kuona like, who am I dealing with? The real picture of a person I'm dealing with when I'm not around. No. From there, this guy called for a meeting, me and him. Like, what type of meeting is this? Niambia sasa, hii kazi nikifungua biashara, nilifungua because of my brother. Ajisaidie shuleni. Na bahati nzuri au mbaya, bahati mbaya ameaga. Nilifikiria kufunga because kazi yenye nafanya serikali inaweza nikapigwa transfer yoyote. Mimi nilikuwa nimegive up. Kuna biashara yenye nitafanya because my brother mwenye nilifungulia he is normal. So nichi nataka ni biashara kufunga. But you amazed me because kulingana na nimehandle hii kazi in my absence. Nimeshangaa. Okay, in short nimeamua aje hii biashara tunaenda kushare katikati mimi na wewe. Like hakuna ati you are not an employee now.
You are a boss.
You are a boss. You are the employer. You have the right to hire and fire. Mtu yoyote mwenye atakuja kwa apply kazi from now atakuwa anapitia mikononi mwako, sio mikononi mwako. Ukiona ni mzuri utamvet, ukiona ni mzuri unamabsorb, ukiona ni mbaya I'll not question anymore. It's like, are you serious? Is there anything that I can do, because I don't like free things? Is there anything that I can do just to compensate what you are going to do? Any terms and conditions? No, you already passed the test. As much as hukujua kumbe uko kwa test, that is now the test. You already passed, and we are going to have many plans. This is not the end, but it's the starting point of something good that is coming. Kama biashara itatengeneza hasara, tutaenda hasara sisi sote. Kama itatengeneza faida, tutagawana katikati. Iwe ni 50k, iwe ni 100k, tutagawana katikati. And by then the business was bringing. I was pocketing almost 30,000 pounds. Minus kulipa rent, minus nini. Kando na training, sasa training nayo ndio ilikuwa inaleta. Na hiyo ni total profit because hakuna expense inaingia. Training ilikuwa inaleta. So, that's how it started. Kufika mahali tukasema sasa biashara venye inaenda hivi, tukaemploy watu wengi, wengine wakakuja wakatoka. We decided to open now the current phone repair. Kayeka hapo, we have people like Javan came and left. We have people like Nick came and left. We have people like Solo came and left. We have people like now currently the department decided with the two. He's still there now. Na pia yeye ame expand the boundary. Ame-expound boundary yake. No. So M Communication came to grow because now ilikuwa inaanza kufungua avenues mpya. PS was there. Phone repair was now coming in. No. So everybody was like wanting to associate with us. These people are expounding in this small room. How? What tips are they using? Within a short lifespan, they have done ABC. So that's when we were welcoming them as much as long as mtu wako na ile idea, one goal, we are heading to one post. If you are ready to head to that direction, we are ready to absorb you. Let us work together. Don't expect us to lead. No. Don't expect us to follow you, but walk by our sides as we head to the same direction. That was just our policy. We will not lead, we will not follow, but let's walk beside ourselves. Tushikane miko, we move together. No. So that's when we came together. Sami, I remember Sami, wherever he is, he's still a big friend of mine. Actually, he was now the head of the PS department. We have people like Dan. We came together, started a group. Kasema sasa the next 10 years sisi ni wanaume. Tufika wakati tumefungua familia, tumeoa. The next 5 years tutakuwa familia yetu itakuwa inakula, because the more that we are getting here ni ya kulipa tu rent. Hizi zingine zote tutatoa wapi? Why can't we be saving this small amount ili tutakula kesho wakati uzee unakuja, ama wakati majukumu yanakuja. It was a nice idea. That's when we started saving. We saved for almost 2 years and raised almost capital of 300,000. And came up with the idea of bakery. That's now where the cyber and the PS and the phone repair was the mother of the current bakery that is there. And opening of the bakery has exposed us to a lot of opportunities.
So in which year did you open the bakery?
It was in the year 2017. The year 2016 ikienda kuisha, 2017 ikianza. That's when we opened, we established the bakery. It's not a big bakery, a mini bakery, but it costed us. We remember we had saved our budget was reading 350, but there was some repair that we wanted to do in that room. It went almost 800,000. We had deeper into our pockets, minus the contribution. So it started with many people, due to difference in ideologies. Some people, it's like a marathon. When you start a marathon, you are so many, but ni wachache wenye watamaliza. Difference in ideologies, difference in geographical locations because kuna wasichana pia hapo walikuwa waleke unaona.
Yeah.
Kuna wengine walikuwa ni wanafunzi, wakati wa kusoma umeisha, they need to go, unaona. So people started going until we remained with two people with Mwangi. That's when we came up, tukasema tusukume hii gurudumu mpaka hapo. So opportunities zikakuja, it opened many doors. Yeah, because I remember I was working with Nita, KO. Yeah, wametuletea watoto pale. And I'm proud, I'm proud of it because most of the students wenye wamepitia mikononi mwangu, they are earning something. Utapata mtu anauza keki zake pale Migori, utapata mwingine anajipikia, utapata kuna mwingine hapa anauza mikate, unasukuma mikate pale, kuna mwingine amefungua duka. Because I was not teaching only skills ya baking pekee. I was, according to what I studied in pedagogy, it's not only about skills, but also how to survive with the little that you have. Whatever that you have, how are you living with people? How are you relating with people in the community? No. For example, you have a kiosk, but you are poor in communicating. That kiosk will not prosper.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Wewe unaongelesha watu wenye unajisikia. How we did go ahead. So imenisaidia, wenye wamepitia mikononi mwangu wamesaidika sana. Unaona, I remember employing 2 girls. The 2 girls they finished, wakamaliza, nikawachukua, nikawaretain, wakasave pesa yao, wameenda kufanya higher diploma. Someone like Josephine is doing higher diploma somewhere. And which nasema kumbe atungefungua hiyo bakery, watoto kama hao wangekuwa wapi sasa? Wangesumbuka. Okay, si ati wangekufa, lakini wangestrain kupata those opportunities. Unaona? So I thank Nita for coming to partner with us. Mr. Joel, wherever you are, feel most appreciated. Our collaboration was very wow. Do it to other people. So I thank the KO fraternity, the whole Ministry of Youth under Professor Margaret Kobia, for coming up with that program. Imesaidia youth wengi sana.
Actually, I'm a beneficiary.
Yeah, I remember you are also a beneficiary of that program. Imesaidia, and you are soon starting your own business.
In the next one in December tunafungua bakery hapa.
You see, yeah.
Kubwa sana.
So kama haingekuwa at least ukifungua utasema Chammion hadi. Unaona? So sio kwamba najipiga kifua, lakini nilijaribu kusaidia kwa sababu pia mimi nilisaidiwa. Pia mimi nilisaidiwa. So pia mimi nasukuma, narudisha mkono kwenye nilisaidiwa. So that's why I'm saying moving from Bureaucom to M Communication opened many doors, not for me only, but for other people at my age, because most youths were jobless.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, most youth walikuwa tu mihadarati hapa mtaani, unaona. But here they are given a chance to come and study computer packages. They are given a subsidized price, totally subsidized price. They are given a chance to come and do baking and decorations, unaona. And pia kufungua hizo biashara zote, I cannot handle them myself. I need people, staff. So inabidi natafuta tena youth wenye watakuja kufanya kazi pale, creating job opportunities for these people who could have been wasting their lives in the streets. No. So when I talk about that e-commerce as a whole, it's a backbone of everything. It's very broad. Even if it's me writing a book, you can write a book of many pages about it. So it's a very broad thing. So up to there, tukafikia hapa. We've done cycle 2. I started with cycle 2. But before that, I had to go for training. I went for training sponsored by the KTC. I went for that training, graduated. After graduating, that's when now I was fully licensed to carry out a pedagogy training. So from there, it's when I collaborated with the ITA guys, the KOP guys. And we did it. I remember we went for exhibition in Migori. And it was like, wow, KOP is doing a good job. We did some exhibition in Migori Stadium. and shook hands with some delegates from Nairobi in the ministry. It was a nice exposure, a nice experience. And whenever you see that that person who has passed to your hands is making some success, hata wewe utasema ya kwamba ulifanya kazi au kuwaste huyo mtu, unaona, kuliko umekaa na mtu lakini hata ufuatilii progress yake, unaona. So it's a wonderful job that we've done up to there.
Wow. Yeah, I see the journey hasn't been easy, but
it's not been, it has actually, it has not been easy.
You've managed to reach at this point.
Mm-hmm.
At least you have something to put on the table.
On the table, to cater for the family. I have a son and a wife.
Okay. And so, guys, I think we've had a nice session with Mr. Chammion. I call him Mr. because he taught me. Actually, he taught me baking. I do bakery, I do cake decorations, and so on. I'm a beneficiary of the KIOP, and we really want to appreciate the KIOP people. Because after the training, there are also grants that they offer people.
Yeah, they are the loans and the grants.
And so maybe stipends. One day, can you let's try and host the Joel, let's host Joel and the Nita guys one day on Andrea TV Kenya, so that maybe people can get to know the kind of services they have and what they are up to.
The likes of Mr. Lo, Mr. Wakoko.
Actually, get those people to come in next month so that we can go.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch and I'll keep you posted.
And so maybe anything to add, maybe what can you encourage the youths today? Because many people say there are no jobs and they lie there saying we are only waiting for employment. What would you like to advise such people?
What I can just tell the youth, actually, before I conclude, let me conclude on my part. The journey is not yet over. Si ya kwamba that reform is the end of everything. No. That reform is not the end of everything. We still have many things that are coming in place. Na ziko jikoni. We will get the public to know. We have still have many things. We are looking for 20 years from now. Where will we be? No. 30 years from now, what will we be? Because hii ujana yetu itakuliwa na uzee. Wakati tuko wazee, tutakuwa tunakula chenye tulifanya tukiwa vijana. So it's not the end of everything. We are still struggling. The journey is still on. Concerning the youth, let us not just look for white collar jobs, because these white collar jobs, saa zingine, for example, take an example. How many counties do we have? 47 counties. 47 counties. Every county now, almost every county has a university, a national university. How many students graduate daily from annually from those universities? Almost minimum 1,000. 1,000. So every year, these 47 counties, they are sending 47,000 graduates to the job market. And we are talking about graduates only. We have not talked about the diploma careers and the certificate careers. No. The technical careers. No. We have not. It's not that I'm discouraging education. I'm not discouraging education. I'm not diplomatic anything about. I'm not advocating anything against education. But we should also think about, apart from education, what else can I do? You have your talent. Explore your talent. Look at somebody like Omanya, just breaking a world record. Alikuwa grand ambassador. You can see such type of achievement. Look at someone like Eliud Kipchoge. Usually I saw him attending a summit. Surely shaking hands with the PSG coach. Really, only running and staying focused. Talent in. So some of these things tumebarikiwa nazo. No. It's just you realizing what you are good at and run for it. And whatever that you hold, don't let it go. Don't let it go, because the future is very bright. The future is very, only if you are determined. And above all, the fear of God. Because minus that guy up there, no, we cannot make it. We cannot make it. He's the one to preside over, to order our steps. As long as you set your goals, just dedicate yourself. Kazi ziko na pia haziko, inategemea na perception yako. That's the thing that I can just say.
Okay.
If education is working good for you, pursue your education. Don't despise the hustlers. Don't despise the hustlers. wale wenye wanafanya kazi ya jua kali. If hustling is making you inakupeleka vizuri, don't discourage the wenye wako shuleni. Unaona, the enemy that we are fighting is poverty. We are not fighting amongst mimi sikupigi vita. The only enemy that we are fighting is poverty. Once we defeat that enemy, we are good to go. Yeah, that's all that I can say.
That's a good advice to do. I think that make sure you find something to do.
Yeah. Na saa hii tumepewa mvua ya bure, kuna mashamba ya kulima, mboga, nyanya. Mimi nakumbuka nimepanda mboga nyingi sana, dania, panda, mayai. Mimi napika keki, natumia kuku mayai. Ukija uniambie niwe nikikusupply na mayai, nitakata? Sitakata. Nitachukua. So that is the thing.
So I think it's time to wrap up. Thank you for opening up and sharing your story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Invite your people, your fans to subscribe to Antelopes TV. Yes. So anybody who has a story, you can reach us so that you can share such stories and have good sessions. That through me, through Chammion, or any other person. So you can invite your people, your friends, then maybe you give your social media handles, so you can take you and have a cake.
Maybe if I give, maybe my number is 07 16 55 4146. My Facebook page is Chammion Aloyo. Just CHAMMION. Chammion Aloyo. You'll find me there.
Thank you very much, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are headed very fast, and I can see the progress is okay. Just keep on subscribing to our channel so that we can reach whatever we are. We want to reach the maximum number of subscribers by the end of this year, maybe early next year, so that we can keep doing more and more of these good things. So otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you, Chammion, for coming through.
You're welcome.
And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be having a session with him at his workshop. I will be showing us skills on baking, and we'll be having another interview there.
Yeah.
So guys, keep intact so that you don't miss the other part of the interviews where you can learn more about bakery. Otherwise, have a nice time, and till next time.